I have fiber
Yeah.
internet, and the video quality is still, you can tell it's a PS3, and it's just sort of like
Yeah.
720 is the best you're going to get. So you're already blowing up a 720 image on a 4K TV, and you're
Yeah.
dealing with like bad framing and all that because it's just a PS3. But on top of that, you're noticing the dip in the quality just for the stream itself. So it's a bad stream of a 720 low FPS game. So it's just
Yeah.
bad all around. Where you
Yeah.
play a 360 game on a Series S or X, and now you're getting like 4K 120 FPS on some games, and it's like it's a 9-day difference. PlayStation,
Yeah, they got to figure that out.
got to figure that out.
I mean, like, it's crazy because it's like these PS3 games were technically downloadable. The PSN existed. There were digital versions of these games. Where is that? Where is that data? Why can't that data be put on the newer server somehow so I can just download it instead of streaming it? Like, I don't totally get it. I don't. But.
Well, I guess they were designed for the specific hardware of the PS3, like that
Sure.
cell processor crap.
Sure.
And so when you try to play that on different hardware, it just doesn't work.
Microsoft figured it out. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear excuses, Sony. I love you, Sony, but you need to, I got your logo right here all lit up behind me. I don't care. Figure it out.
Yes. If this was even 6 years ago, I mean, they would have some sort of argument. Okay, we're trying to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Just like Xbox said the same thing. They were saying, hey, we don't think this is going to work. We're having a lot of problems. And they eventually figured it out. I get they had, if you look at both things and you know anything about hardware, okay, Xbox did have a little bit of an easier battle. But in no way does it mean PlayStation is just, it's not possible to figure out. Like, and they've had plenty of time to figure it out. There's no excuses at this point.
Tim, game preservation is very important because some of these games are just getting lost in history, and they need to figure it out because it's important to just be able to get your hands on it somehow,
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. And the one cool thing, I've been messing around with all the PlayStation Plus stuff. First of all, the selection almost made me puke. That is the worst. It's like 12 games of PS1. They're awful. What is this? It's like they literally, like, there was a giant bin of any PS1 game you can possibly imagine, and they just pulled 12 games out at random. And here's what we're adding first. Good luck, right? It's like, what? I understand maybe 3 of those. Okay, that's kind of good, but like Sony owns Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Like, it's like you don't have to fight anybody to put that on your service, and yet it's not there. Like, it has no, so I don't even think it has anything to do with licenses and all that. I just think it has to do with like who is deciding any of the decisions when it comes to these classic games. I don't get it.
It's Nomura, and he's high. Remember, he's just on drugs. Nomura's making the decisions for Sony.
You remember how awful when the PlayStation Classic came out, and it was like 30 games of like, what the hell are you picking? Somehow that has a better selection than what they put out here. It actually, at least that had Metal Gear Solid. At least that had Final Fantasy VII original. Like, what is this?
What's fun about that, much like with the Super Nintendo Mini, you can do some finagling with those mini systems. Yeah. So that was a good time. That's fun. So
no, I have Breath of Fire 3 and 4 and all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.